Now at 7, a new community center opens in Dayton. How it plans to cultivate hope and help people in need. And people across the country protesting gun violence, where they're saying enough is enough.
From WDTN, the station that's working for you, this is 2 News Today.
Good Sunday morning to you. Thanks so much for waking up with us today. I'm Lauren Wood. If you have been waiting for that hot summer weather, and it's not even summer yet, Storm Team 2 meteorologist Melissa Barrington has a forecast first that you're going to like this week. It all starts today, right, Melissa?
That's right. We are going to bump up our temperatures today into the lower 80s, but then temperatures really ramp up starting tomorrow and especially on Tuesday. This week we may actually see our first heat wave of the season and potentially even some record highs. But today we are starting out with cloudy skies out there, a little bit of sunshine on our Duncan oil camera this morning. We did have rain overnight and we have more rain in the forecast for today. Right now 64 degrees in Xenia as well as in Oxford. Dayton is coming in at 66 degrees. The rain that we saw overnight has shifted its way south and east of us, but more rain is in the forecast for this afternoon. Live Doppler 2HD is quiet right now, but will become more active later today as we are under a marginal risk of severe weather for this afternoon. The greatest impacts today will be due to heavy rain and high winds, so you'll definitely want to stay abreast of the situation this afternoon and this evening. Today we're expecting a high of 82 degrees and you'll notice an increase in the humidity. A new community center aims to bring hope back to the city of Dayton. The Dream Center opened for the first time on Saturday. 2 News reporter Allison Gens has more on the impact this center will have. It's what's working in the Miami Valley.
After decades of dreaming and years of hard work to renovate an abandoned building, the Dayton Dream Center on East 3rd Street is finally open to the community.
Today is a huge day, 32 years of a pastor having a vision for this place, and today we open the doors for the first time.
The mission of the Dayton Dream Center started on 4 wheels. The Hope food truck, which serves hot meals in the community every Saturday. But the truck was missing something.
We decided to help the people in the neighborhood. We had to move into the neighborhood.
The Dayton Dream Center started as just that, a dream of Living World Church's pastor, Pat Murray. The center aims to give people a fresh start with new clothes, a warm shower, a hot meal, and access to the education and programs they need to find a job or recover from addiction.
Somebody to give them a hand up instead of just a handout. And so we believe in the people down here and their potential.
Good to see you.
Through the 4 years of operating the food truck, Dream Center staff say the need for a permanent center like this became apparent.
We've had people in the neighborhood that have built the relationship from the food truck doing what it was intended to do. So people knew they could trust us and they came and have asked for help. And that's really beautiful to know that people came before we were even open.
And now that the doors are open, Pastor Murray says they're here to help.
Anything that really eliminates or becomes a barrier to hope, we're here to eliminate those barriers.
The center plans to start small with meals on Saturdays, and appointments for showers, laundry, and clothing start this week. In the studio, Allison Gens, 2 News Today, working for you.
Thanks, Allison. Angered by gun violence, tens of thousands rallied in the nation's capital and around the country this weekend, demanding that Congress make changes to gun laws that they say will save lives. Bree Jackson is covering Washington with comments from rally goers and their ask from lawmakers.
From coast to coast, Americans say enough is enough on gun violence.
Why are more politicians scared of the backlash that they could get from the NRA than from school shootings?
In nationwide rallies led by March for Our Lives, the group founded by students who survived the Parkland High School massacre 4 years ago.
Not endless debate, but demands for change.
Calls for gun reform ignited by a string of mass shootings. In Uvalde, Texas, where 19 students and 2 teachers were gunned down.
I picture my classroom, my students at the end of that gun. I think about what am I going to do if that happens in my classroom.
And in Buffalo, New York, where a white teenager killed 10 black people in a supermarket.
It's hard to believe it still keeps happening.
People are sick of this. You know, there's a lot of grief in our country going on.
If we can't protect our kids in school, if we can't protect our workers at work, at the hospitals, what have you, like, none of the rest of the stuff matters.
Different voices with the same message for Congress.
The same things that were said before are being said now, and it's less of a show of we didn't get this done and more of a you didn't get this done. That's embarrassing for you. Why didn't you pass these laws?
Laws that include background checks and other measures a bipartisan group of senators are negotiating.
This has to become an election issue.
Vote them out! Vote them out!
Rally-goers say if Congress does not make changes to save lives, voters will.
That was Bree Jackson reporting. We also saw protests here in Ohio. Hundreds gathered in Cleveland around the steps of City Hall. The event began with a silent meditation as they prayed for the lives of children and for gun violence to end in the city and nationwide. Cleveland's mayor spoke out, saying the violence must end.
Gun violence is the #1 leading cause of death for children across our country. We can't wait for change any longer. Cleveland can't wait. Ohio can't wait, and America can't wait.
I was 3 years old when my dad died. I think my feeling is the NRA wants us to believe that a good guy with a gun can stop a bad guy with a gun, and he was killed by a bad guy with a gun, and he's not here. He had a gun with him, but he's dead.
The mayor also addressed gun violence in schools, saying that he believes arming teachers is not the answer. Legislation passed by the state legislature last week allows teachers to be armed in K-12 schools in Ohio with limited training, though it's optional for school districts. It's 7:07 on your Sunday morning. Still ahead, Dayton's premier black tie gala returns. We'll have a look at this year's art ball straight ahead.
And warmer today, but near record heat and humidity is expected next week. We'll have a look at your forecast first after the Well, you may have woken up during the overnight hours and heard some heavy rain, and we did pick up over a quarter of an inch. Live Doppler 2HD, though, this morning is currently quiet. But later today, though, we are expecting some more active weather across the Miami Valley, and severe storms cannot be ruled out. So there is a chance for gusty winds as well as some very heavy downpours, which will be the main threats from severe weather this afternoon and this evening. Today, temperatures rise into the low 80s. You'll notice an increase in the humidity as it'll feel more like in the mid 80s. Monday, though, a high of 88. Even hotter on Tuesday with near record highs around 94.
The 65th Dayton Art Ball returned for the first time in 3 years. The Art Ball is a major fundraiser for the Dayton Art Institute. This year's theme was Summer Celebration, inspired by Ray Parker's Summer Afternoon painting. 2 News photographer Joe Gernick is giving us an inside look at all the fun and fashion from the highly anticipated event. It's what's working in Dayton.
Tonight is our 65th anniversary of Art Ball, Dayton's oldest black tie event.
Giving me Met Gala of Dayton vibes with all the dresses.
It's the 65th anniversary of the Art Ball. The theme is summer afternoons, and just pink seems like a very summery color. So
oh, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fabulous. I love seeing everyone so dressed up and the dresses, and so far the food's been fantastic and the night's just getting started.
Well, I wore this because it's sapphire and it's the 65th anniversary, but we've seen beautiful oranges and pinks. This is Dayton's fashion event.
It's fantastic. I've missed this. I feel like it's the best party in Dayton. Everybody looks incredible, and it's so nice to be back together.
It really does feel like a reunion. We haven't seen people in 2 years.
I wanted something special because it's the Art Ball. What do? You wear art.
This fundraiser helps us to do that every year, to make sure we can do our education programs and our exhibitions and care for the collection for the community.
We want to be here and support our community, and that's why we're here.
I can already tell that we will be back. This will be an annual event. I can absolutely tell that.
Art Ball 2022.
Organizers say they're grateful for the community's continued support even after the event's hiatus. This is the museum's oldest black tie event, and it is one of its largest fundraisers of the year. Still ahead this morning, new details from the school's police chief about what went on inside Uvalde's Robb Elementary, why he says he's not to blame for the fumbled response. Then, as inflation has fuel prices going up across the country, we have the lowest prices for you in the Miami Valley. Stay with us. And Melissa is tracking.
Well, this morning we are seeing a lot of clouds across the Miami Valley. We'll see some sunshine try to mix in today, but then later this afternoon, showers and storms are in the forecast. We'll have a look at your complete Storm Team 2 forecast coming up in just a couple minutes.
Uvalde's school police chief is breaking his silence. In an interview with the Texas Tribune, he spoke about the response to the massacre, why he didn't have a radio, and the chain of command. Reporter Morgan Chesky is continuing our coverage of the Texas school shooting.
Good evening.
Pete Arredondo defending his response. The Uvalde school police chief and his attorney telling the Texas Tribune he was committed to stop the shooter or die trying. Running into Robb Elementary armed with his Glock service pistol and no body armor. But the 29-year police veteran left not one but two police radios outside the school, telling reporter James Barragan he thought they would slow him down.
He said that was a conscious decision. He rushed in there, put both of his hands on his gun because he was taught that that was the most accurate way to attack the shooter.
We've now learned the gunman walked in through an unlocked door. Arredondo and another officer entering here minutes later. He says they ran towards gunfire in rooms 111 and 112, where both doors were locked. The school's chief says after bullets pierced a door and a wall, grazing at least one officer, he called for tactical gear, a sniper, and keys to get inside the classroom. The first ring of 6 keys didn't work. Arredondo says he was later given another with 20 to 30 keys. Precious time ticked by. The chief saying, each time I tried a key, I was just praying. 77 minutes after the massacre began, the classroom door was finally unlocked.
Somebody jump out the window.
During that time, Arredondo says he was also telling officers to evacuate people through windows to avoid having students coming into the hallway. And he's refuting the claim from DPS that he was the one in charge.
The chief of police of the Consolidated Independent School District is the incident commander.
Arredondo said he had taken on the role of frontline responder inside the school, assuming some other officer or official had taken control of the larger response.
Now, your Storm Team 2 forecast.
Well, there's lots of activities going on, of course, through the weekend and today. If you're planning on heading out to Poultry Days, you may need an umbrella come later on this afternoon, as we are expecting to see active showers and storms across the Miami Valley. Today up in Versailles, we're expecting temperatures to be near 80 degrees. You'll also notice that there will be an increase in the humidity as well. Today, though, it'll be warm and humid outside compared to what it was like yesterday. This afternoon, showers and storms possible. A few of those storms may become severe. Even hotter on Monday. In fact, we'll even see an increase in the humidity tomorrow, and we're actually looking at heat indices tomorrow afternoon in the mid-90s with a few afternoon storms, and some of those storms may also become severe. And then starting on Tuesday in the middle part of the week, we're looking at the potential for our first heat wave, maybe even some record high temperatures. Heat indices from the middle of the week, 102 to 108, so definitely some hot weather is in store for us. Today, though, starting out with lots of clouds out there this morning. The roadways still may be a little bit damp after the rain moved through during the overnight hours and is now shifted into parts of Virginia this morning. Still an extensive area of clouds across Ohio at this point in time, but later today we're going to watch a disturbance move through the Ohio Valley, and it may produce some severe weather later on this afternoon. Live Doppler 2 HD is currently quiet as we start out your Sunday morning, but later this afternoon the weather is going to become more active. The greatest threat for severe weather is to our south and west, but we're not too far away from that slight area, as you can see across parts of Indiana, including Indianapolis. We are under a marginal risk for severe weather, and that may include gusty winds and heavy downpours being the main threat today. Starting out this morning in the lower 60s, upper 60s though in Springboro, where it's currently 68 degrees. Lots of clouds out there this morning in downtown Dayton, 66 degrees. You'll definitely notice an increase in the humidity, and it's warmer outside this morning as well. The barometer is currently at 29.83 inches, and during the morning hours today, most of us should stay dry, but this afternoon we're expecting more active weather to develop once again as temperatures rise into the low 80s with hit and miss showers and storms. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the upcoming week, we are looking at some pretty extreme temperatures. We are going to be at or slightly above our record highs for Tuesday and Wednesday. We reach into the mid-90s. Thursday, 93, the record there, 96 set back in 1913. This afternoon, do expect to see showers and storms develop. Heavy downpours, gusty winds will be the main threats for severe weather come later on this afternoon. And already today, we've picked up 1/4 of an inch of rain in many locations. Then we dry out overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, we're expecting more showers and storms. And tomorrow, there's even a greater chance of severe weather tomorrow afternoon as we are under a slight risk. Today, though, we're looking at a high of 82 degrees with afternoon showers and storms likely. Then tonight, evening showers and storms, warm and muggy. Temperatures only dropping to near 70 degrees. And then tomorrow, we're expecting warmer conditions, more humid with showers and storms possible. And some of those storms may become severe, high of 88. Here comes the heat and the humidity. Crank up the AC for the middle of the week, or maybe you'll be heading out to the pool as temperatures rise into the mid-90s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And of course, you can always stay up to date with the very latest Storm Team 2 forecast by scanning this QR code with the camera on your phone to download the free Storm Team 2 app.
Thanks, Melissa. Still ahead, the Reds are falling behind this season. Details from the game against the Cardinals. That's ahead in 2 sports with Hutch Collerman. And we'll take another live look outside. Hello.
Well, if you have tickets to go to the Dragons game today, be prepared for active showers and storms later on this afternoon. We'll have to see if the game gets in. Temperatures for that first pitch at 105, around 78 degrees. You'll also notice an increase in the humidity as well. Later today, though, we're expecting temperatures to rise into the low 80s. So it should reach around 82 today. If you're going golfing or spending some time outside, just be prepared for showers and storms as we go into the afternoon and evening. Some of those storms may become severe.
The nationwide average price for a gallon of gas hit $5 for the first time ever. That's according to AAA, who said that the national average price jumped 19 cents in the past week. It's up $1.93 from this time last year. There are several reasons for the surge in gas prices. Demand is up, global oil prices are rising, and that's compounded by sanctions against Russia. Additionally, refining capacity is limited in the U.S. due to refinery shutdowns during the pandemic. The pain at the pump hurts even more for drivers in California. There, the average price is $6.44 a gallon. Here's a check on the lowest prices in the Miami Valley. $4.89 at Costco on Cornerstone North Boulevard in Centerville, $4.95 at Circle K on West Dorothy Lane in Moraine, and $4.97 at BP on Salem Avenue in Dayton. You can check out those lowest prices anytime on our website, WDTN.com. Now at 7:30, keeping kids safe in the classroom, how a piece of furniture could be the future of protection against intruders. And with Top Gun still soaring at the box office, we'll show you how you can experience the intensity of a military cockpit for yourself without ever leaving the Miami Valley.
From WDTN, the station that's working for you, this is 2 News Today.
Good Sunday morning to you. Thanks so much for waking up with us today. I'm Lauren Wood. We have a heat wave headed for the Miami Valley, and it starts today. Storm Team 2 meteorologist Melissa Barrington is here with our forecast first. Today is going to be bearable, though, Melissa.
Today won't be too much of a problem, but you'll definitely notice an increase in the humidity today as temperatures only rise into the low 80s. But with that increase in the humidity, it's actually going to feel more like the middle 80s later today. This morning, though, starting out with lots of clouds throughout the Miami Valley. We did have rain during the overnight hours. You can see those clouds on our Duncan oil camera out there in Springfield. Currently, temperatures are quite warm already. 66 in Vandalia as well as Dayton and Moraine, 68 in Springboro. We did have that rain move through overnight that has rapidly moved into the mid-Atlantic states. More showers and storms are in the forecast for later on today. Even though live Doppler 2HD is quiet right now, later this afternoon there is going to be that low threat of severe weather. Due to showers and storms, heavy rain and high winds will be the main threats from that severe weather later today. Temperatures rise into the low 80s this afternoon, and we'll see those showers and storms linger into the evening.
With one mass shooting happening nearly every day across the country, a pair of military veterans from New Jersey invented a line of defense that aims to protect classrooms and workplaces from would-be gunmen. It's a bulletproof bookcase that's not only discreet, but in this day and age may be essential. Andrew Ramos tells us more as we continue our coverage of the issue of gun reform.
And so the bookcase is designed for anybody to be able to do it.
Call it an unfortunate sign of the times. As mass shootings continue to plague American life from schools to workplaces, military veteran Jake Ollie isn't waiting around for the next mass casualty. He and his partner Pete Ficini have created a line of bulletproof bookcases that can serve as a last line of defense when a mass shooter enters the premises.
The bookcase itself weighs 480 pounds. The exoskeleton here is a steel, and then it's lined with Kevlar. And hidden underneath the bottom of that steel skirt are actually 4 wheels, and those wheels make it very mobile.
Their Georgia-based company, Protected, saw a recent surge in sales following the tragedy in Uvalde that left 19 children and 2 teachers dead.
In the event that our product was there at the classroom, we could have prevented that active shooter from being able to actually gain access to the classroom. These are 10 rounds that were fired into this piece here.
This is an example of what the back panel of the bookshelf can withstand after it took in 10 rounds at close range. The damage to the interior, minimal.
Now, once the bookshelf is secured and locked, which takes just a matter of seconds, the would-be shooter will have no access inside the room and will only be met with this mirror.
But the mirror on the back is our way of trying to communicate to the active shooter to cause pause and delay.
Although this modern-day line of defense has sadly become essential in the United States, it's one its founders hope doesn't have to get repeatedly used.
We focus on making sure that we're providing protection for the children in schools.
Helping kids learn entrepreneurial skills is what's working in the Miami Valley. The River Valley Credit Union will be hosting Lemonade Day. It's a competition to help kids test their business skills. But participants were able to test their products this weekend at Dominic Lafino Park in Beaver Creek. They were judged on taste, theme, drink name, and the story behind their ideas. The competition is next Saturday, June 18th. Happening today, it's the last day of Versailles' famous Poultry Days. The festival celebrates the area's history as a leading poultry producer. There will be the Antique Car Parade this afternoon at 2:30. Other festival activities include the Miss Chick and Little Miss Poultry Days contest, plus rides and games. You can also pick up a world-famous chicken dinner. As the Top Gun sequel has soared to new heights at the box office, there's curiosity and interest in how air crews prepare for missions. Before carving up the skies, they have to go through many hours of training. 2 News reporter Kelly King went to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. She takes us up in the air through a flight simulator. It's what's working in the Miami Valley.
In
inside the simulator's innovation lab at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Also nicknamed the Sims holodeck because we're a bunch of Star Trek fans. In Star Trek lore, right, the holodeck was a place to go experience new things and work with other people or other technologies.
That's what they're doing here. They focus on aircrew simulation. It's a safe way to train from the ground before ever taking to the sky, a la Top Gun.
When the first Top Gun movie came out, there was a large increase, but the Air Force is always looking for flyers.
Stepping inside the cockpit, they put me in the hot seat.
I feel a need for speed.
Revving up the engine, going full throttle.
You'll see on the left your speed.
It's harder than it looks, and it's pretty close to as real as it gets.
We can real time generate returns of what the environment looks like.
Margaret Merkel, Chief of Innovation Programs, says over time, technology for training has evolved.
And today we can use video game technology and video game hardware to simulate that experience.
They've done simulation training for decades, and it's not just the pilots. Anyone on the aircrew goes through some sort of simulation training.
There are also navigators and weapon system operators, load masters, and other crew members that are in the back of the aircraft.
Training behind a computer screen, simulation saves on cost, with no real aircraft maintenance and the opportunity to prepare for the unexpected.
There is the cost of things that you don't want to do in an aircraft. We don't want to crash them. We don't want to test ejection seats unless you actually have to.
Training for all of these scenarios safely using high-tech video gaming.
There's always opportunities, not just in the cockpit, but in lots of other positions in the Air Force.
Simulated exercises helping pilots get their wings, preparing them for real life, with the sky the limit. Reporting at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Kelly King, 2 News, working for you.
Coming up, we'll show you the local startup on a mission to make housing more affordable by creating homes out of shipping containers. It's this week's Tell Me Good News.
And warmer today, but near record heat and humidity is expected for next week. We'll take a look at your forecast first. Umbrellas and windshield wipers may be needed later this afternoon as active showers and storms are in the forecast for today. Right now, though, starting out with lots of clouds throughout the Miami Valley. 66 degrees currently in Dayton, 63 in Versailles, and 65 at Wright Pat with a little bit of sunshine. As you head out today, we could see some severe storms develop this afternoon and this evening as temperatures rise into the low 80s. If you are traveling out of town, though, be prepared for some heat, though, in St. Louis, Atlanta, and Las Vegas. All locations looking at highs in the 90s. Cooler in New York City today with rain and temperatures near 75.
With the price of construction and building materials rising, a local entrepreneur and his team are on a mission to make housing more affordable by creating homes out of shipping containers. It's a trend catching on across the country, and one that's now starting locally in West Dayton. 2 News anchor Zach Pitts has the story in this week's Tell Me Good News.
Kimo Aukatar and his team are thinking outside the box when it comes to what's possible.
I define myself as a futurist and as a generalist, and so just like generally looking at the market and where it's headed.
With over a decade in real estate investing, Kimo securing this building on West 3rd Street in West Dayton with a vision and his sights set on development, providing an option to help people who can't afford buying or renting a home.
You know, I realized the trend was leaning towards modular prefab type of building.
In other words, think building a home like Legos, using shipping containers, just like the pictures you see here. The homes constructed in a warehouse, then delivered on site. Kimo says it'd be a great option for a first-time home buyer that has the ability to grow with a person throughout their life.
And as you meet your significant other, if you decide you want to start a family, maybe they also own one of our smaller units. You can combine the two, add a couple more, have a couple bedrooms and bathrooms to accommodate the growing family.
The sections of the home will be pieced together in this warehouse. The model homes and concepts will be lined out in the field behind it. Though some of these designs are quite trendy and frankly pretty cool, Kimo is hoping to tackle a much larger problem in his hometown of West Dayton, a mission he hopes has a ripple effect for years to come, making his company designed to build a cooperative organization where the community shapes its future.
So it was like, you know, what would it look like if the community were actually the ones kind of leading the decision making and how we go about developing the communities in which we live in, where they are actually, you know, some of the biggest stakeholders in that decision versus an afterthought once, you know, the ink is already dry.
Kimo says homes can start as low as $50,000 depending on square footage. Now that they have the space to work, construction will soon begin.
We'll be launching with a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 720 square foot model as our lead initially, and then we'll roll out others as we get, you know, our feet under us a little bit better.
That was Zach Pitts reporting. Still ahead, see something, say something. How a tip from a neighbor may have prevented a riot at a pride rally in Utah. And here's a hot ticket, how you can stay in the
Yesterday, it turned out to be a pretty decent day despite the rain. We saw a high of 76. Average high this time of the year is 82 degrees. And yesterday, we picked up just under a half an inch of rain. Coming up, we're going to talk about more showers and storms in the forecast for later today in your complete Storm Team 2 forecast in just a couple minutes.
The North Idaho Pride Alliance held Pride in the Park on Saturday. 31 people were arrested for conspiracy to riot during the event. A concerned neighbor alerted authorities of a U-Haul van filled with men in white masks while Pride in the Park was happening. Officers received the call Saturday afternoon and arrested the group at a traffic stop. The individuals are reported to be from states across the country, including Washington, Texas, Arkansas, and Wyoming. The masked men were found with a smoker, shields, and shin guards. Investigators say they were affiliated with the group Patriot Front. President Biden was in New Mexico to be briefed on the ongoing wildfires in the state. Before landing in Albuquerque, the massive wildfires could be seen from Air Force One. The now merged Hermit's Peak fire and the Calf Canyon fire have burned more than 300,000 acres, making it the largest fire in the state's history. In the briefing, the governor confirmed that the fire was started by a controlled burn. President Biden says the federal government is committed to helping the people of New Mexico through the emergency.
Now, your Storm Team 2 forecast.
Well, today we're starting out with lots of clouds across the Miami Valley, but later today we will see rain develop due to those clouds in the area and even the risk for some severe weather. As we take a look on our SVG tower camera outside this morning, we are looking at a little bit of sunshine out there trying to break through some of those clouds. So not a complete washout of a day, that's for sure, especially during the morning. It should be a really nice morning outside, but you will notice an increase in the humidity compared to what it was like yesterday. We did have showers move through overnight tonight. Those showers rapidly worked their way into the mid-Atlantic states, is now pushing its way through parts of eastern portions of Virginia this morning, but we still have a lot of clouds throughout much of the Midwest this morning. Later today, a disturbance is going to come through and it could potentially produce some severe weather across our area. Dry weather right now, but you still may see some puddles outside as you head out the door. But later today, we're going to see chances for showers and storms. The real risk of severe weather is actually going to be just to our south and west, but we're not too far away from that area that is enhanced in the slight area across southern Indiana into parts of western Kentucky. We are under a marginal risk of severe weather throughout the entire Miami Valley for later on this afternoon and this evening. Our greatest threats later today are going to be due to heavy rain as well as high winds. Just keep that in mind as you are making your plans for later on this afternoon. Temperatures right now are starting out very comfortable. You'll notice that humidity out there too. We're starting out in the 60s for the most part. 66 in Belle Fountain to 65 in Oxford as well as in Wilmington at this hour. A little bit brighter outside downtown Dayton. You can still see the roads are a little bit damp still. 67 degrees, southwest winds at 9 miles an hour, and the barometer is at 29.83 inches. If you do have tickets for the ball game today and you're headed down to see the Dragons, do be prepared for showers and storms and maybe even some delays during the game for later on this afternoon. That first pitch is at 1:05, 78 degrees. Over the next couple of days, though, we are going to see a huge impact with the heat. Tomorrow we're expecting a high of 88. The record high for tomorrow is 95, but Tuesday, Wednesday, we're potentially looking at record heat for the next couple of days here. Tuesday 94, Wednesday 96, Thursday a high of 93. That day we are looking at a record high of 96 degrees, so some really intense heat coming up for the next several days. Today, though, future tracks showing that we're expecting scattered showers and storms to develop later this afternoon. Severe weather is a possibility. Overnight tonight, we start to quiet down. Then tomorrow morning, we start out with more dry weather. But tomorrow afternoon, we actually have another risk of severe weather tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow, we are actually under a slight risk throughout the entire Miami Valley. Today's high 82 degrees with that risk for showers and storms later on today. Tonight, though, it'll be pretty muggy and warm. Evening showers and storms dropping down to near 70. Then tomorrow, we're expecting even warmer conditions, high of 88 degrees. It'll feel like it's in the mid-90s tomorrow with afternoon showers and storms possible. In your extended Storm Team 2 forecast here, hot and humid Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Looks like some good pool weather for the next couple of days. Heat indices, though, by Tuesday could reach as high as 108. And of course, you can always stay up to date with the very latest Storm Team 2 forecast by scanning this QR code with the camera on your phone to download the free Storm Team 2 app.
Still ahead, Independence Day celebrations might All right, it's time now for a look at what is trending. Matthew Lillard, who played Shaggy from Scooby-Doo's live-action film, is partnering with Airbnb and Warner Brothers to host a stay in the iconic Mystery Machine. Guests can transport themselves back to the early 2000s by rewatching the film on a retro TV and then taking in the vintage van aesthetic on the Southern California coast, or maybe even test your mystery solving skills with games and all-you-can-eat snacks.
Sounds like fun. Well, fans will be able to book 3 individual one-night stays on June 24th, and June 25th and 26th for only $20 a night. What a bargain. Bookings open up on Airbnb this Thursday, June 16th. Well, an unusual visitor in a baseball dugout, the Asheville Tourists, a minor league team in Tennessee, shared this video of a large black bear roaming along their field.
Officials suspect the animal may have entered through the home bullpen, which connects to the field. The bear eventually left on its own and headed for a wooded area near the ballpark. Del Monte is going bananas in Chicago after breaking a Guinness World Record. This huge display has a record 215,000 individual bananas. They weigh about 77,000 pounds.
Del Monte now owns the Guinness World Record for the largest banana display ever. Wow.
That's what we need. I want to know what your favorite ripeness is. That's so important. A little bit of green, no green. I need some brown spots on mine.
See, I like green.
Well, Americans rushing out to buy fireworks for the 4th of July this year are going to find a limited selection and higher prices because of inflation. Jeff Bernthal has more this morning.
Normally, this whole table would be bottle rockets. Bottle rockets are a little bit short this year.
Jim Myers has been in the fireworks business his entire life.
This is our 75th anniversary this year. So my grandma had it before my father. My father ran it until 2005, and I've had it since then.
He's relieved this year's supplies are looking good.
Our store was really bare after the 4th of July last year, but we got a big order right before New Year's, and we've been able to keep stocked. As you can see, our shelves are full. We've been able to keep stocked since then.
Shoppers have noticed the difference.
When I came by last year, it was like wiped out. Even in June, I was like, what happened? Do I have to shop in January or February to get it?
Carl Bradley shops early for his son's birthday in June.
To beat the crowd, because I think it's going to be tough once it gets closer to the 4th.
Myers says one popular item difficult to find will be smoke balls.
Normally we would have 4 buckets full of smoke balls back here, and we have none. So it's just not something that's here, and it's not coming in.
And the variety of sparklers is not as deep as he would like.
We don't have as many of the long sparklers as we normally do, but your standard colored sparklers, gold sparklers, and your morning glories are here, but there's not going to be as much selection of sparklers this year either.
Myers says if you can't find the exact item you're looking for, there will be plenty of similar items available. Higher gas prices and shipping costs are adding to the costs and stretching budgets, but that hasn't fazed some shoppers.
It's definitely a pinch, the economy, but I mean, it's the 4th of July. You gotta splurge.
Well, today we're expecting a high of 82. Showers and storms later this afternoon. Some of those storms may become severe and the heat cranks up this week.
And those numbers don't even tell the whole story because it's that heat index that's really going to be rough.
It's going to be around 108 is how it's going to feel outside midweek.
Yikes. Well, thanks for being with us this morning. Remember, you can stay up to date throughout the day with the app. We'll see you tomorrow.